The sun has set and the moon is starting to shine. I'm tired. It's been a long day, Brad yawned. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Now that I'm on your side, I have the same identical equipment as you guys, Ignato said to Brad. By tomorrow, I'm hoping that I can level up. Brad said, I'm happy to see that we have more people in our party, but I'm not a dark person at all. Mason was concerned. It's okay, as long as you stay true to your good self. Even if you got dark powers, you would still become a good person like Brad is, Galena said. uh, Even if we got 3 other people in our party, including me, we still have a very long road ahead of us. This is only the beginning. Brad said, as he went to his tent to sleep. Everyone else went to their tents and slept there. Next morning, Brad was first to wake up, and he saw that the sun was rising. New day, new adventure, Brad said to himself quietly. He saw that everyone else was sleeping. However, he didn't want to wake them up. Instead, he sat there in his tent and waited until everyone got up. He was thinking about the next approach to his journey and thought of killing more mobs in the plains. Before he can go to Woodpine Forest to complete his quest for the town leader, Brad was staring at his sword and tried to imagine the sword that is gallantly shining, thinking he would have that type of sword anyway. All he saw was just wood compiled and forged into a sword. Ignata yawned while she was getting up. Good morning, Ignata. How are you today? Brad asked. I feel pumped, Ignata replied. Sounds like you want to kill some mobs, huh? Same here. I'm just waiting for everyone else to get up, Brad said. Mason and Galena got up at the same time after Brad's small conversation with Ignata. I'm getting too hungry. Or I'm starting to get hungry. Can we kill some mobs and to get money and buy something to eat in town? Galena asked the group, I don't know why they put 2 there. Anyways, anyone else? Everyone else started to feel hungry too. Never knew there was an inn or a restaurant in town, but sure, Brad replied. Brad, wanna bet that I can kill a bunch of slimes within seconds? Mason said in an impish tone. Nah, I'm not gonna waste money by betting you for something you can kill within seconds. There could be stronger monsters along the line that can't be one-shotted, Brad pointed out. The group saw a crowd of 5 slimes in one spot. Good enough to kill for money. They need what? The group's good enough to kill for money they need. That doesn't sound worded right. Sorry about repeating that multiple times. I knew there was gonna be a bunch of slimes for us to kill, Mason said. You guys take one. I'll probably take a second one. Brad planned out. Brad ran for one of the slimes and killed it within 5 melee hits. Brad went to the other slime and slashed it twice. Then he used charged slash to finish it off. Mason went up to the slime and stabbed it in the back. Galena used her dual swords for fast-paced slashes and killed it within 6 hits. Ignata casted 2 fireballs towards the slime and burnt it to death. Altogether, Brad received 4 XP and 6 gold. Mason received 2 XP, 2 gold. Galena received 2 XP and 3 gold. And Ignata received 2 XP and 3 gold. Everyone else got slime gel as drops as well. Not too shabby, I'd say, Galena said. Do these slimes even drop equipment? Brad asked. Probably not, but when we get to the forest, some of the mobs there might drop equipment, Ignata answered. What can I do with all these slime gels in my inventory? Mason asked. Same here, but is it used as a quest item? Brad asked also. We'll tread back to town and find out about that while we get something to eat, Galena said. It took 30 minutes for the group to walk back to Woodpine. Alright, we're here. Let's find a place to eat here, Brad said as he was walking around for a place to eat. The group was walking around in different streets in town with a bunch of random houses around. Mason, try not to get lost because this might take a little while to find a restaurant, Brad warned. They went past the town leader's house, and within 3 blocks west, they found a place called the Woodpine Stove. Brad gazed at the building and said, Is this a restaurant? Let's head in, Mason affirmed. When the group entered the Woodpine Stove, they saw people eating at tables and waiters everywhere. So, this must be a restaurant. I never knew there was one near the town leader's house. Brad said. Brad was starving. They saw a sign that read, "Seat yourself." They sat at a table with chairs that are connected and fit 2 people. Brad and Galena sat next to each other. Mason and Ignata sat next to each other. Everybody in the place was looking at the group. Most of the eyes were on Mason. Even Brad's eyes were on Mason. Mason, how are you gonna eat with that mask on? Brad inquired. Oh, I have my ways. Don't think you'll get to see me without my mask yet. I only let those I trust with my life see my face. Mason chuckled. They were all brought out a glass of water, and Mason grabbed the glass, moved his hand over it, and it was gone. That's how I eat and drink without having to take my mask off, Mason said impishly. I'm not good at some of this stuff because I don't read it ahead of time anyways. Because I'm bored and I'm just reading this just because I felt like it, and I figured you guys might want it. Anyways, the look of confusion was all over the entire place. The waitress came up. Oh, it's just a thunderstorm on the game. The waitress came up to and, in a weary tone, said, "What would you like to eat?" I'll have nothing. I ate slime gel on the way here. Not gonna lie, it's kinda tasty, Mason said. Okay, then. I'll have the beef stew, and so Ignata and Galena will have salad, Brad said. Okay, that will be right out for you, the waitress said. Okay, Mason. Why did you eat the slime gel? Ignata asked. Because I've had to eat it before, and so if I ate it, I wouldn't have to get anything here, and the bill would be lower, Mason said. So I'm gonna start some small talk with small talk. How do you and Dusk know each other? Ignata, you mentioned his name during the campfire incident, Brad asked. Well, long ago, about 1,000 years, we were some of the strongest out there. Dusk, the god of darkness, and me, the goddess of fire, were guarding the area, Ignata said. The look on the group's faces were of shock. Did you just say Dusk is the god of darkness, and you are the goddess of fire? That can't be right. The gods went missing long ago. Rat exclaimed. Forget I said anything and go back to the way before, she said, making a blinding flash, and everyone forgot what she said except Mason, who was shielded by Dusk. Wait, what just happened? What were we talking about? Brad asked. What do you mean? Were we talking? What do you mean? We were talking... That's why I'm confused. They put were before we. Were we talking about... Oh, wait, never mind. It just looked weird at first. Sorry. Were we talking about Ignata just said that Mason tried to say as Ignata covered his mouth. Say something and I will burn you. Understand? She whispered into Mason's ear. Mason shook his head. Sorry for the wait. Here is your food, the waitress said. Everyone in their table got their food and started eating. Okay, I would call that a wrap. Anyways. This is part 3 to the story, and, well, it's being recorded on the day of, because, well, some complications must have happened. I don't even know if I missed a part of the story. Because, well, the plain and simple fact that, the recording a recording could have gone missing, and before I started recording, I loaded up this world to have an urban background, a little bit of one, and look what happened as I was loading it up. This was where there was a nuclear reactor. Yeah, Jelly Fontaine, eh? Anyways, have a very wonderful day.